Hello and welcome to another U10 mini lesson where I attempt to explain, clarify, or expand on something you might want to know about, might want more explanation about, or anything else, drumming wise, in less than 10 minutes. This might take a little bit longer than 10 minutes just because it's an important subject and it's one of my favorite subjects to cover. Today we're going to talk about the cheese, the Flam drag, and the Flam 5. If you'll remember back to the one I did about Flam accents, the reason why it's one of my favorite rudiments, the Flame accent, is because of what we're about to do. There's a lot of things we can do based off of the Flame accent. Again, remember all this is one take, so if I make a mistake, if my hair doesn't look good, whatever happens, it happens. We're all good, this is life, let's have some fun. So, a cheese, I'll bring this close. A cheese. I will start off by saying I don't know why it's called a cheese. Couldn't tell you. But the way this is played, and it's a reason why two things are important: why you have to learn how to flam drag first, and why you have to know how to diddle. If you want to go back to the diddle video I did, the way to diddle is just simply or. A diddle is an open roll. So all we're going to do is we're going to combine a diddle, which is, and a flam accent, and that's all it is. So let's first just play the Flam accent, which I'm going to move this drum pad a little bit closer so I don't hit the stand. I'll move the stand a little bit further back. Hey, real life happens, you know? Let's have some fun. Oh god, I love this. This is fun. Boom, there we go. So, playing a Flam accent. It's literally just, again, same sticking as this. So, 1, 2, 3 off the left hand. 1, 2, 3. Now again, I'll be using traditional on my left so you can differentiate better between my right and left hand. So again, slowly, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now, the hard part is putting the diddle in there, and that's the reason why I absolutely hate, and I will say it that way, why people, when I teach percussion, or anyone for that matter, will go, wait, did I do that? What? Just play it. Just play it, because you'll try to make this too complicated and overly crazy, and it's literally just flow. It's not supposed to be like, and then you fall down or you black out because you're too tense and oh my gosh. Just play it. So let's just do with the diddle now. So take out the flam part. So just, and remember, 5-stroke rolls are 5-stroke because it's a diddle counts as 2. So this would only be a 3-stroke roll. So it would be 1, 2, 3, 4. So if I were to just do it regularly, I'll do just 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then I'll add the diddle on the first note. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. So let's combine those. Let's do pattern of check, which is the basic, which is just 1, 2, 3, 4, and let's add some stuff in. So the first time we're going to just do a basic pattern of check, and then we'll add the flam in. And then we'll go back to the basic pattern of check, and we'll add the diddle in. And then we'll go back to the basic pattern of check, and then we'll do the cheese together. And then I'll break it down another way in just a moment. So, slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's add the flam in. Back to normal. Diddle. Normal. Now back to cheese. Alright, so the hardest part about this is when you try to combine two things, you're going to freak out. You get really nervous and it'll be like, ugh. And if you don't really have good diddles yet, or if you haven't done a lot, this isn't going to sound great the first time, and that's okay. It's important to practice it. The biggest issue, much like with playing a paradiddle the first time, is you'll go, nope, make sure these are evenly spaced. So go really slowly, and one of the best ways to start real slow is just play the flam with the diddle first, the primary note diddles. Wait, because you want to make sure, if you're that hype about that, want to make sure you're doing it that right. Go slow on the first one, and then slow on the second and third one, because if you're doing it the other way, you could be, hey, I did it right. But that's not it's not a cheese. That's a really, really awkward. That's bad. Just don't do that. So slowly, just if you want to break it down just by per note, flam with a diddle, and then left, and then right. And remember, you're gonna try to tense down. Just play it normally, and then let it bounce one more time using the fingers. Let it bounce normally with the right hand with the primary note. And the other big thing is, let it flow. If the first time you do it is, that's fine. Get a metronome going and go slow. This is not something to take fast. Eventually you can go. But if you need to do go slowly. If you want to even count it, if you want to count the diddle, don't actually do that, because you could do that. Count it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Not the best way to do that, but if you want to make sure you're evenly spaced, sure. So let's play a little bit faster with the check pattern. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to play normal triplets, and then add the flam in, and then add the diddle into the flam. So a little bit faster. 1, 2, ready, go. Flam. Go. Alright, that's all that one is. The next one, and this is, I don't say more widely used, but the flam drag is just, it's good to know. And all it is, we're dragging on the second note. Remember we talked about triplet partials with 1, 2, and 3, so I'll hold this up to the camera. All we're doing in this is we're moving into the second partial, and there's a joke that it's called the drag because it comes after, like you're dragging the diddle to the second note. That's one way of thinking about it. But, same thing. All you're going to do is you're going to flam, and then diddle the second note, and then hit again. And all you're gonna feel, when you're trying to do this originally, you're gonna feel more. It's gonna feel more complicated than it actually is. So again, let's do a check pattern. Let's go slow. So do a normal 3, add the flam in, and add the diddle on the second beat. So 1, 2, 3. Add a flam. 1, 2, 3. Diddle. 1, 2, 3, 4. If you want to do this one first because you can focus on the flam and then the diddle, that works. That's fine. But I think I personally like cheese better. This one is more when you get it faster up the tempo. You can go a little bit. This is a real big finger exercise. Remember, fingers are more important than fulcrum in this kind of thing because fingers will guide the diddle. The fulcrum, if you're trying to do a fulcrum bounce, you will burn the skin off of your fingers. I've done it before. Don't do that. Use the fingers in the back and get that. Because we use match, all you gotta do is make sure you're doing that a bunch. That's all it is. Or if you want to be really special about it, just do that until your fingers hurt. Use a spray bottle. Not like the Lysol ones where it's one continuous spray, make it the individual one. So one more time. Singles, a little bit faster. Flam. Drag. last one we're going to do is one I really love. It's called the Flam 5. Again, we drummers are very, 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 very simple. It's called a Flam 5 because there's a Flam and there's a 5-stroke roll. Boom! That's a Flam 5. Simple. Quick note, by the way, on the Flam drag. We also have what's called double drags. You're literally adding another drag here, another note, so it's going to go. That's all. Back to Flam 5s. These are awesome when you get them done right. These are like having your favorite dinner and then realizing that your favorite dessert's coming out with your favorite, like, everything. This is one of the best rudiments hybrids of all time. And all you're going to do is connect everything we just did together for this beautiful masterpiece. So I'll go slow, and I'll start with just normal triplets, and then work in the Flam, and then work in the diddles. So 1, 2, 3, 4, Flam, 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 diddle, 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 diddle. Not used to doing it while talking, so I messed up a little bit there. I'm going to go a little bit slower and do a little bit differently. So single, diddle, 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 diddle. The way I like to think about it is the only time you're resting in this is the note before your grace note. So realistically speaking, you are playing diddle, 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 but the last diddle is the grace note for the next note. So slowing it down, you would literally be going 1, 2, 3, 1, or you would technically be playing 6 notes no matter what. Don't think about it that way, but that's the way to think about it. If you want to add, if you really want to torture yourself, if you're really feeling mean to yourself, add a diddle here. I'm assuming there's a rudiment name for this, and all it is diddle, diddle, diddle. So without the Flam, that would be. By the way, you're not supposed to accent these. The reason why I'm accenting them is so that you know where the downbeat is. So putting that together, this is the one I really can't do well. Up to speed if I were to combine, so I'll do a cheese, a Flam drag, and then a Flam 5 fast. I'll start normal, so singles, cheese, Flam drag, Flam 5. Alright, a little bit faster. Eventually you can take this faster. You can use the triplet partial where you can even move it here. I'm not going to do that because that's really difficult, but I mean I'll show it, but move the Flam to the second note, so yeah, not trying any of that right now. So yeah, remember cheese, Flam, and diddle on the first note, and then just play Flam accent. Flam drag is Flam, then diddle, then a normal note. And then a Flam 5 is putting a 5-stroke roll together. It's like a Flam-a-diddle where you play a paradiddle, but you Flam at the very first note. Flam 5 is Flam with diddle, another diddle, and one more hit. So, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, want me to elaborate any more, anything else, bring any more clarity, please let me know. And to quote the man who makes our marching sticks for snares, Scott Johnson, if you're not having fun doing it wrong, and I'll see you later. Bye.